Hey, what's up? Rocky Road 23, 24, coming at you with a sports video or some sports talk, basically college football. It's been a long damn time since I've done a college football video. Really, it's been like ages. But there's something that came across my mind earlier that I had no idea about. They have 10 major rule changes in the college football. So every time I see a major football or college football change, I'm thinking to myself, oh no, here we go. Here we go. We're going to flag football. It's getting closer and closer to flag football status. And for those of you who don't know what flag football is, or in another country or whatever, or anything like that, what it basically is you have a flag tied to your, basically have a flag on your waist. And what you do to pronounce that you're down in American football terms, you just grab the flag off of them and then the play is over. It's basically what it is. It's basically what I think football is going to turn into pretty soon here. But I just wanted to go through with the major college football changes with you guys. I'm learning this for the first time too. I was just going to wait until I did this video so I can see this for myself along with you guys. So the first rule is that they changed is blocking below the waist. So no blocking below the waist. I have no really issue with that. So that's basically saying, hey, Draymond Green, this sport is not for you. Basically, that's basically what that is. The nut seeker or anything like that. It's nothing like that is going on here. But if it was like at the waist area, I would have a problem with it, because you have physical wide receivers out there, man, and then not only do they have to worry about, or these corners have to worry about, holding the arms and not having their heads turned or all that. That would have been just too much to worry about as a defensive player. So basically, it says you may only block an opponent below the waist if the force of the intentional contact is directly at the opponent's front. However, they may not block an opponent below the waist in a direction towards the original position of the ball unless the ball carrier has clearly crossed the line of scrimmage. So players aren't allowed to cut someone off from the side of the behind or from behind when they're outside the tackle box. So it's another safety measure. So the second thing they made a change of is it says the input for a medical examiner. Didn't they already have this? It's another safety precaution for players that should be. So let me read a little bit. Replay official interrupt the game at the request of a medical observer. This was to take care of the situation. Oh, so basically like those dodos, like Brady Hulk, who was like, oh, I have an injured player. I had no clue my player was injured. I know we're getting our ass kicked on the field, but I didn't know we was getting kicked physically. Basically, that's what that is. So I don't really have no problem with that rule. The third rule that they added is low hits on the passer. So this rule protects the passer. I'm reading it right now. It's clarified that the tackler may not legally make forcible contact against the passer at the knee or below, even if he is making up a wrap tackle. Whoa! So this is basically the Tom Brady rule. So defenders can't even they can't even form a tackle if it's below the knee. What the fuck kind of bullshit is that? Oh, fuck you. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm diagnosed with Buckeye fever, but what the fuck? You can't grab the quarterback from his ankles. You get flagged for that? Oh my god, man, there's gonna be so many flags in college football this year. This is gonna be unbelievable. This is retarded now. So, holy shit. That's pathetic. Hold on, I got a drink to that one, man. That's really retarded. You have to grab the knees. Ah, shit. But you have to grab the knees. You can't grab the ankle. Shit. What if you're trying to tackle like a scrambler or some shit? He's trying to get away. You got to grab the ankles. You got to grab something so they don't break your tackle. That's retarded. Scrambler and quarterbacks are going to have a field day this year, apparently. That sucks for the defensive side of the ball. I mean, that's retarded. Now the fourth thing they changed is the outcome of a suspended game. So it says if the teams are in the same conference, policy dictates the outcome. However, if the teams are in different conferences, the current rule requires that the athletic directors of the teams agree on the outcome. Until this year, the rules were silent on what happens if the two ADs can't agree. The 2016 change says that in this event, the policy of the home team's conference is used to determine the outcome. So this is basically, they're saying basically this is a tightening of a loophole to ensure there's a resolution for any suspended or canceled games. So. And they're giving me an example here. Here's an example. Florida's season opener game against Idaho in 2014 was delayed due to weather. Ultimately, it was canceled. However, Florida and Idaho were unable to reach a conclusion on this. So I really don't care about that. It's not really football related. I mean, it is football related, but it's like between conferences and shit like that. Number 5, sliding ball carrier, defensive player. So there are several situations where a player is considered defenseless for purposes of the targeting rule. Examples include a pass receiver who is concentrating on catching the ball in a kick return man awaited a punt this year. The committee added the ball carrier who is obviously giving himself up and is sliding first. Okay. Alright, this might not be that bad. So this is basically saying like quarterbacks, like if a quarterback is sliding, he's giving himself up. So if you hit, so basically like a Teddy Bridgewater situation where he was sliding, he gave himself up in the play, and they hit his ass anyway, and he had that concussion or some head injury or something like that. So that's good. I have no problem with that one either. Number 6, what did they change in the game clock in the last 2 minutes? Well, let's read this. Under most circumstances, I can't talk. Under most circumstances, if the game clock is stopped because of a penalty, it starts when the referee gives the ready for play signal after completing the penalty. So this year, the committee passed a rule that takes effect inside 2 minutes and a half. The new rule requires that the clock be started on the snap. If the team ahead of the score commits a foul, under the current rule, the clock will be started on the ready for play signal. Whoa, allowing the fouling team the chance to gain a time advantage by running perhaps 20 or more seconds off the game clock. So this new rule prevents that. So this gives referees a broader authority to ensure a winning team isn't gaming the clock or wasting time in the final 2 minutes. I don't know though, man. Anything can fucking happen in football in the last 2 minutes. You can, I don't know, get fumbled, or why not try to run out the clock? I mean, I don't know. If you're in, just imagine you're watching a football game, you're watching your team play, and you just want your team to run out the clock. You got it sealed. Maybe you're probably going to win the national title or something, and they're trying to prevent you from running out the clock. They'll stop the clock themselves. What? That's bullshit. So the replay official is empowered to create a foul if he sees an obvious targeting action that the officials on the field miss. Oh, so they can go back and see if it's targeting or not, maybe, right? So now the replay official's getting, okay, the location of the forcible contact. Okay. So yeah, this is rule number 7, by the way. Targeting an expanded role for instant replay. So they added instant replays to something that may be targeted. So that's what a lot of people thought that they were going to do anyway. That's not bad. And then number 8 is tripping the ball carrier. For a number of years, it has been illegal for a player to stick out his foot or leg to trip on the ball. Oh man. So you can't trip anybody. It was illegal to do this. Okay. Okay, because of leg injuries, another safety precaution. So they made it illegal to trip an opponent, basically. Really don't care about that. I mean, it's funny, but I mean, that's not a bad rule. Number 9 is unsportsmanlike conduct by a coach. Ooh. The rule committee believes that as teachers, as adult leaders of young athletes playing football, coaches should be held to a high standard of behavior appropriate to such a responsible position. Thus stating in 2016, the rule will be that a coach who commits 2 fouls for unsportsmanlike conduct will be disqualified from the game. Oh, this is like some basketball stuff right here. So he must leave the playing field before the ball is next put into play. He must remain out of view of the playing field for the remainder of the game. Wow. So, whereas coaches would be ejected after 2 technical fouls in college basketball, no such rule existed for football. So now they added this into the college football spectrum. So no more hot head coaches, basically. And last but not least, number 10, the experimental rule collaboration is an instant replay. This means that the replay official will be in communication with observers who are watching the game on television at a side other than the instant replay booth. The replay official will be in consultation with the remote observers while reviewing a play. The purpose is to allow for a second observer in addition to this replay official to assist in making the decisions about the review. So they're trying to minimize the inconsistencies and subjective calls, such as targeting and stuff like that, basically. The challenge. So basically, what this rule is, the challenge they're saying is to take this extra step without further stalling the flow of a game or achieving paralysis by analysis, having too many cooks in the kitchen. So basically, since it is an experimental rule, it is not required by all conferences. However, the ACC and SEC have adopted it for 2016. So those are the new rule changes, guys. I mean, basically a lot of them I really don't have a problem with, except for that low hits on the passer. That's just bullshit. You can't wrap them up in the ankles anymore, apparently. Oh, so wait, you can't. As I'm reading it again, it's saying that the passer at the knee or below. Damn, you can't even make a wrap-up tackle. Like it's a Tom Brady rule. So, other than that, let me know in the comments. I mean, if you're a fan of college football and you like these rules, let me know about it. If you like them, let me know about it. And don't be afraid to comment. My channel doesn't bite. So yeah, if you like the rules, explain why. If you dislike the rules, explain why, or just give a random opinion of the rules if you want. And I'll basically end the video here. Peace out.